How's it going today, guys? Today's topic of discussion: in 2022, the government will begin taxing all Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, etc. transactions over $600. So this is one that I know has a lot of people ticked off, so I thought it would be worthwhile to talk about. It is true, starting in 2022, no matter if you use Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever it may be to send money between you and your friends and family, if you do over $600 in transactions, you will be getting a tax form. You will have to report this number on your tax returns. Now, this is something that is pissing a lot of people off because obviously in our day-to-day lives, we send money to people all the time, especially in a world where we're all using Uber, where we're going out to eat together, and it's just so simple to keep it on one credit card and we'll all pay you for our portions of the meal, or we're taking an Uber and we're splitting it. We've really come into a world where we're accustomed to sending money easily between friends and family. And now that the government has made this distinction of anything over $600 being taxed, it's going to throw, in my opinion, a crazy loop for so many people. And I think majority of people out there are going to wind up just ignoring it altogether, which is a mistake. Now, why it's a mistake is because anytime you mess with the government and you do not pay or acknowledge any sort of income, no matter how big or how small, you basically open yourself up to audits, charges, fines, jail. That's this extreme example that I'm sure will never take place with these type of transactions, but you get the gist. It's never good to mess with the government and their money. So what I would recommend is, and I know that this sounds crazy to the way we've been able to just send money back and forth, what I would recommend doing is keeping a tab on all of the money that you send and all the money that you receive in. So the second you hit that $600 threshold for the year, it's going to be reported, and you would rather be overly ready for it than have to try to figure it out at the end of the year. So if people are sending you money for an Uber, make sure you keep the receipt, or at least the transaction amount or email or anything that can document in your account what you yourself paid for that Uber. So if you have the receipt that says the Uber cost you $100, I'm making this up obviously, and you had 3 people Venmo you $25, so $75 worth of Venmo, you can then show that, well, my expense, or the $75 was paying for this expense. So even though I received $75, I didn't make $75, it actually offset. My losses offset my gains. You have to track these bills. If you do not keep these receipts that show the offset of the gains to the losses, it's then going to look entirely like income. And if it looks like income, the government is going to expect you to pay taxes on it, which I know is going to be a nightmare, but this is, I would say, the easiest way and the most surefire way without you having to go and spend money on a software or tracking software, use an Expensify or anything like this, for you to at least conceptualize what needs to be done and for you to keep track of it for free on your end. So I hope that this tip helps. If you have any other questions while watching this regarding this new tax law or anything else I may recommend, or any other thoughts, I'd be happy to leave them. So leave your thoughts or comments and I will be sure to answer all of them. But this law is coming. It is going to be here in a month. So please, please, please get out in front of it, as opposed to waiting until this time next year to realize, oh my gosh, I've got $2,000 in taxable income from Venmo, $1,000 from Cash App, $500 from PayPal, and I'm going to have to pay income taxes on $3,000 worth of income that isn't actually income. Please get out in front of it. You will be thanking yourself at this time next year if you do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was valuable, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.